This is Hunters Hill, about 11 kilometres from the centre of Sydney, and home to Boronia Kitchen, a bright, modern neighbourhood restaurant owned by chef Simon Sandel and his partner Susan. Simon honed his skills at the Ritz Club in London and over 16 years with Aria in Sydney. He is now creating sensational dishes for the community of Hunters Hill. Simon, welcome to G&M.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
After London and being head chef at Aria, what are the challenges and benefits of running a smaller suburban restaurant in Hunters Hill?
Look, to be honest with you, I think they're all pretty much the same. I think they're very similar challenges. I mean, you still got to meet costs, and you still got to try and find staff. So it's all relatively the same, but just in a different entity and area, I suppose. Yeah.
Do you think it's a little more exciting, or?
Oh look, it's a lot more exciting for me because it's my own place. And after working in so many places and over the years, always having your own place, it's pretty exciting. We've got a great building here with I've got a beautiful garden and herb walls and lots to work with. So it's pretty good. And I'm a local as well, so it's not far from home.
It's a very pretty place.
Yeah, it is very beautiful. I'm very proud of it. Yeah, for sure.
What's your philosophy on food and cooking?
Oh look, my philosophy, it's very simple, Jeremy. I mean, it's all about using fresh, seasonal produce, and try not to do too much with it. Keeping it simple. We're constantly changing our menus, a minimum of 4 times a year. We have specials that run every day, breakfast, lunch and dinner. So we'll always have like an entree, main and dessert special. So yeah, look, it's just about keeping it simple and fresh and trying to get hold of the best locally sourced products that I can find.
What was your original vision for Boronia Kitchen?
Look, being a local around Hunters Hill myself, I mean, I've lived in the area for the last 6 or 7 years. And we sort of realised that there was a bit of a market there for a good eatery. So for us, it's about having a little bit of something for everybody. So you can come in here and grab a quick breakfast and a coffee and a muffin. Or you can come in for a quick bite to eat. We've got a beautiful salad bar. We're doing some fresh seasonal salads. Grabbing a salad, or then you can come down with your friends and family and have a 3-course meal, and choose some great wines from our wine menu as well.
So, and you think you've achieved what you set out to do?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, the business is always a constant evolution, and we do listen to our locals and what their expectations are, and being a local and being a local restaurant, we get a high return rate of an extraordinary high return rate of the locals. So listening to what they want is really important. So yeah, look, I think we've definitely achieved what we set out to do, and but it's an evolution, and we'll just keep growing and listening to what people want and take it from there. Yeah.
You mentioned the locals; they're obviously very important to your business. Do you have to change the menu regularly to keep them coming, or they like what you always do?
Yeah, no, we do. We've like I say, we change the menu at least 4 times a year, so throughout the seasons, but then in between we might have a few little, because the seasons are constantly changing at different times. It's like, I remember mangoes, used to come in like that 2nd week of December.
Yep.
I mean, but you can get mangoes now, so we're constantly, growing that menu, and like I say, we're doing the specials, which will be an entree, main and dessert every day, and that keeps the locals interested, and that might be just stuff that we find, something might come up that's a little bit interesting in the markets, whether that being the fruit and veg markets or the fish markets, or there might be just a nice bit of protein out there, some meat protein that we want to use. So
you can take advantage of what's happening in the marketplace.
Absolutely,
yeah.
And then obviously using my garden to feed off that as well. Yeah. So it keeps it interesting. There's no doubt.
Keeps you busy.
Yeah, it keeps you busy. For sure.
Which of course you're open for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Do you ever get any time off?
Yeah, no, look, I mean, Mondays we close on Mondays, so I generally take I'll do a half day on Monday, paperwork day, but I take Sundays off. And, you know, we swap around. So me and my business partner Susan Sullivan, who's an absolute legend of the industry. So one of us is always here to make sure everything's running fine.
So Susan works in the business as well?
Yeah, very much so. So Susan looks after all the front of house.
Yep.
And runs the floor, and she's bloody good at it as well. Really good at it.
What do you think the biggest issue is facing the restaurant industry today?
Oh look, you know, there's a number of issues. You know, I mean, we're constantly, you know, obviously having to manage our costs. You know, the margin of error is very tight, so you know you've got to make sure that it's like Groundhog Day. You know, you're constantly doing the same things to make sure that you can keep them all in tow. But I think, you know, the likes of Uber Eats and you know, home deliveries is having a massive impact on the industry. You know, people are tending to stay at home and
Yep.
get the food delivered to their house, which, you know, obviously has an impact on the restaurants. So, you know, I think, you know, from a customer side of things, I think everyone needs to probably get off the couch a little bit more and go out and socialise like the good old days.
Yep.
You know, and support local business, because, you know, it is tough.
Well, food is such a social thing, it's really important.
Absolutely.
For that.
Yeah, and I think Uber Eats and the delivery, then they have these dark kitchens, you know, that just deliver food. You know, they have no costs attached to them, and that has an impact on the restaurant game for sure. So,
You have a wonderful place here. It's bigger than I thought it was, when I expected it to be.
yeah.
But it's wonderful. Thank you, Simon. Really appreciate it.
Thanks
And
for
I
having
wish
me.
you a lot of luck. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.